A lot of information about Black Bottom, and you'll find it in the Detroit sources like the Burton Historical Collection and things like that. Black Bottom was an area of Detroit and south of Hamtramck, over around going up from Jefferson, and it was the black community in the early 20th century, early all the way into they built the expressway going through, the extended the expressway going through there.
And Lafayette Park?
Yeah, right, Lafayette Park, Black Bottom, and Paradise Valley. Those were the two black centers of the black community. And they were pretty much destroyed by the expressway where they put that into, which was a true tragedy. It was a viable community. A lot of black businesses were there, entertainment spots, nightclubs, and things like that. And a lot of the black population was centered there.
Do you think that there is some kind of comparison to be made between destruction of Black Bottom and destruction of Poletown?
You can draw a comparison, but they're very, very different kind of situations. Poletown first wasn't destroyed by the factory. The factory that General Motors built there only occupied a portion of what we would call Poletown. And that extended over into Hamtramck too, but all Hamtramck really, we only lost the empty Dodge main factory was torn down, and a few houses, that's all. About 1,500 houses, 2 churches, and the hospital were in the Poletown section that was destroyed for the GM plant. But it was a different situation too. That was the area of Poletown at that time was not strong. It was not viable. It was a lot of renters lived there, and a lot of emptiness there too, empty sites.
But people still protested.
The people protested, but a lot of the people who protested were not even from that area. Okay, a lot of them came from out of state to even protest that. See, this is a long, complicated story. And I'm not going to try and explain it to you, but Hamtramck's situation there was much different from what happened to the Detroit side. Poletown was very good for us. The plant that came in was an excellent thing that happened to us. It was really helped the city tremendously. And so we don't view it in the same negative way that people who live there are, tended to view it. And it's a lot more complicated than that.
Do you know about any Polish new immigrants when they came to this area settling in this Black Bottom?
Not in Black Bottom, but in the area. It was Poletown. Remember, it was named Poletown in the 1880s, because the Polish community was centered over there when St. Alberta's Church was created over in St. Alban and Canfield, and then later Sweetest Heart of Mary was created, and then St. Josephat. So that was where it became Poletown. Black Bottom was farther south, really, more and farther east than the Poletown area. So, but it was the Polish community for the metro area from that period all the way until Hamtramck really started growing after 1910, when the Dodge brothers opened their factory here, and the Polish immigrants started flooding in here, and really overshadowed what was going on in that area down there. So, but the old Poletown neighborhood, it was a viable community going all the way to the 1950s, even 1960s, but it really started to lose a lot in that period, even long before the General Motors plant came along.